Hello and welcome to the stream, everyone. Those in chat, welcome. Um, Hold on a second. Let me just get the pre-game up. Welcome to the first watch along of the actual season. I'm excited for this. I mean, it was a great game a couple of days ago. Um, Unfortunately, came up short, only by a point though. A lot of good to take away. Obviously, a little bit of a dampener given we, well, confessed or conceded, should I say, a 6 point lead. We gave that up, and unfortunately weren't the better team for it. Um, Today we are missing quite a few. This is the starting five, as you can see to your right, to my left. Dorian Finney-Smith and Cam Thomas will be in the starting lineup today, in place of Cam Johnson and Claxton, who are both out. Let me get the Mavericks lineup up. You can see over the top Luka, Kyrie, Derek Jones Jr., Grant Williams, and Derek Lively gets the start because we're obviously playing a little bit smaller. So that's not too exciting, but we get the injury report up. You can see we've got 3 absences. Dariq Whitehead, Nic Claxton, and then as we roll through, Cam Johnson with a calf injury. So that is the situation for us. And you can see some quotes on the bottom there as well. That's a new addition. If this is your first stream of the season, you will know that we're going with a little bit of a different setup this year. So it looks much better, a lot newer. If you have not tuned in yet, that's what the main screen looks like, and that is what the box score will look like. So we're looking pretty good. It looks pretty clean. I'm pretty happy with it. Let me just get the scoreboard sorted. But what are your predictions for today? What did you take away from the first game of the season? Because I know a lot of people overreacted. A lot of people saying sack Shark Vaughan, start Cam Thomas. What else? Claxton and Simmons don't fit. Simmons is trash. I found that I enjoyed watching Ben Simmons play. I think he needed to play down the stretch. I actually, well, not by choice, but was lucky to have not seen the run home in those final few minutes until the very end, when of course we gave up those 2 possessions that we needed to look after the ball. That shouldn't have been a game we lost. As far as I'm concerned, I think that game was managed really well, aside from the end. I do feel. I think Jacques Vaughan did well actually navigating the rotation, because we're a very deep roster, so you've got to allocate minutes to quite a few good players, and some players are going to be missing out. So yeah, that's the little issue we've got here. The good thing is when you have injuries and you have a deep roster, you can obviously allocate. If they're in the case of an injury, you've got players that can come in and can perform. Trenton Watford, I expect to see him potentially get minutes, if not him. Lonnie Walker potentially as well, because Cam Thomas is now in the starting lineup. So you need a little bit more balance off the bench. You need a bit of offensive punch, and Lonnie Walker showed that in preseason. So that's the upside. But yeah, Jacques Vaughan copped a lot of shit from the fan base. Don't get me wrong, the play call for the final play was rubbish. With 12 seconds, that was not the shot we should have put up. We needed a set. And look, I don't think Jacques Vaughan is a hideous coach. I don't think he's Steve Nash levels, but I don't think he is a great coach. And it's valid for people to get frustrated, because he said post-game, we're looking to play with pace. Is that just the cover-up to say we can't play, or I don't have any ideas for half-court sets? And that would sort of explain a lot as to why we go cold in, well, the back end of games when it tightens up, because we're playing a lot of one-on-one ISO ball, and that sort of suits Cam Thomas, but at the same time, you want to be looking for the best available shot, and it's not always going to arise when you're just playing one-on-one all game. I don't know, what are your thoughts on the Cam Thomas situation? People are saying start him, some are saying come off the bench. I'm of the view that, I mean, he's starting today, but in an ideal world where everyone is fit, I think he needs to come off the bench, but play 30 minutes. And that involves playing the closing. You know, the final 6 or so minutes where we may potentially need to, rely on that ISO ball. Yeah. On the 30 plus minutes comments, that's a great discussion point as well. With regards to that, if you don't know what the background is behind that, Jacques Vaughan did say that we will, he won't be allocating, he won't be allocating 30 or more minutes to really any player. The only player to exceed 30 minutes last game was Mikal Bridges. Jacques Vaughan shouldn't be copying shit for his rotation because, quite frankly, you tell me what the best lineup is, and then we'll put it out there and we'll see if it performs consistently for all 82 games. There's not one final lineup that you can definitively say is the clear number one lineup. There's a lot of different things you can do. Ben Simmons and Claxton, is that pairing suitable? I mean, spacing-wise, it doesn't work, but you got to have those two on the floor to start, I feel. Even still, I feel like games like this is going to say a lot about the fit with Simmons and Claxton. That voice crack was disgusting. Like, today, there is no Clax. Ben's playing the 5. So it's going to be interesting to see how he is as the man in the middle. He was pretty good last game running the point. He had 4 points, 10 boards, 9 assists. He didn't really turn the ball over, so that made it more perplexing when him nor Dinwiddie were, they combined for, I think, 3 minutes in the last quarter. And those two players can handle the rock. And people were giving Cam Johnson, he was copping a fair bit as well. Cam Johnson shouldn't have been running the point. He should have been the one off ball sitting in the corner, but we didn't have any point guards on the floor. So that's the kind of stuff you can criticize Jacques Vaughan for. But as far as the other stuff is concerned, yeah. I mean, it is a bit of a tough... It's a really weird roster, a really weirdly constructed roster. No one particularly great all-star caliber, but really it goes 11 or 12 deep. So it's a really tough one. I mean, Cam Thomas is one of the problems in terms of figuring out where he belongs, but then you got to worry about all these other players that don't have a place, and such. But it's going to be interesting nonetheless. For those who have just tuned in, I will show you the lineups. If I get rid of the injury report, you can see that's the Mavericks lineup. It is Doncic, Irving, Jones, Williams, and Lively. And then it is, for the Nets, you can see Ben, Spencer, Cam Thomas, Finney-Smith, and Mikal Bridges. So, yeah, that is the situation. We're getting ready to start things, as is protocol with every NBA team. They're thanking the fans for rocking up, and obviously, new season, so the fans have 41 games to get behind the team, which is always, that is practically the sixth man right there. If the crowd gets formidable, then that can always be something that, swings in your favor as the home team. Ben is back. More importantly, his back is back. He'll ramp up his attack on the basket as his confidence grows. he wasn't as assertive as I would have liked to have seen him, and a lot of other people echoed the same sentiment. Because there was opportunity for him to attack the basket. There was one where he rightfully freed up the corner 3-point shooter, and got the ball to him, but there was a layup early in the game last game which he should have probably capitalized on, but he didn't. So those things, you just want to see him be a bit more assertive. If the shot's there, the shot's there. We are not up 19 zip, I assure you. It's just the fact that I pressed the control key, and the control key is the hotkey for the home side. So here we go. First watch along of the year. It's great to great to be back first and foremost. Because I enjoy doing these. Whoops. Okay, so big game. Should be starting in just a few moments. If you want to drop a like and push the stream a little bit further into the algorithm, that'd be awesome. And also subscribe if you are new. We're doing these all year. Kyrie Irving, this is the first game Kyrie plays against his former club, where the exit was a little bit messy. But here we go. First quarter, Nets, Mavericks, and we're underway, and the Nets win the tip. And Ben Simmons will handle the rock as the small ball 5 in our offensive sets. So Ben to Mikal, and now to Ben into the paint. Fake the pass, turnaround hook shot is off, and the offensive rebound was not there. So the Mavericks will get into their offensive set. It is Bridges on Doncic, and it is Cam Thomas playing on Kyrie. I'm not sure if I like the matchup. Here he is now, Kyrie. The high screen by Lively in the switch, and now Doncic picked up by Bridges. Corner 3, Jones. It is off, and the rebound by Ben is going to push the pace. Mavericks defense back. Dinwiddie on the catch from the wing. That is long, and the rebound by Williams. So that is probably a preferred pace we play at. Is now Irving, one-on-one with Doe. Drive, acceleration, and the shot is off. Fair bit of contact there, but the Nets will be the beneficiary. Finney Smith, Dinwiddie, Thomas on the wing. It is, well, it hits back iron. The Nets fought for the rebound, and that probably actually disadvantaged us. And then we have a foul on, I don't know who, but Lively was the one going up, so he will get shots. And that is probably going to be the biggest issue for the Nets in terms of matching the size that they've got on the interior there. So Lively for 2, that is a little bit annoying. I think that's got to be one of my pet peeves. Giving away shots on the other side. By the way, they just missed the first free throw. Like, giving away shots when you very clearly were in the position to prevent it. Like, just then, we should have had the offensive rebound, but we were too busy fighting over it. The Mavericks are on the board, and they are up 1-0 in tennis terms. So Finney Smith to Thomas, and now a switch. Lively on him. On the outside, Cam Thomas the drive. Ben Simmons the offensive rebound, and the putback for 2. And we're going to need to see that, Ben. A little bit more assertion without Clax. We need some points from that big man spot. And we're off to a good start in that regard. 2-1 Nets. And it will be Doncic bringing the ball up. And Ben picking him up this time. So now Bridges navigates to Kyrie Irving in the corner. Doncic for 3. That is just, I mean, that's just class right there. But you can't be giving that guy that much space. Ben on the drive. Got rid of Lively. And then waited for him. He probably should have just gone up on the first try. Not worth hesitating there. Oh my god, what are we doing? Miscommunication on that pick and roll, and we're going to get an early timeout. That is poor defense by the Nets. Not very excusable whatsoever. Yeah, that is really frustrating, I have to say. Gabriel, welcome to the stream. Ignatius, welcome, mate. Hope you're all doing well. Everyone in the chat, it's good to see you all back. 2-7 start. I mean, I can't really comment on too much, apart from the fact that our defense, our defense has been a myth. I'll tell you what, our defense has just been a myth this year, thus far at least. This is what we're dealing with to start proceedings. Ben Simmons has taken the most shots, which is a good sign. The problem is the shots are not the shots I would like to be seeing from him. They should be ones off the window. Instead, they are they're avoiding contact and they're hook shots. So, not great. We're 1 of 6. And Luka has hit 6 threes for the home side. So, not a great start there. The positive, is there a positive? Probably not. I probably would be sugarcoating our performance if I said otherwise. But yeah, that's the deal. That is the start right there. I mean, it's just 3-pointers. I mean, we have to defend better than that. It really is that simple. So, 7-2 start for the Mavs, though. It's good to see you all in chat. That is what we want to see because, I want to grow this community back up. It was a little bit down at the end of the season because no KD, no Kyrie. But it is a new day, so it's a new era, I will say. But yeah, that's the deal. If you need or you have any questions about the game, who's this? What platform can I watch on in North Carolina? I have no idea, but your best bet's probably League Pass. North Carolina, where's that? Trying to think. What's near North Carolina? I don't know my USA geography, and I shouldn't by any means, but is that like near Charlotte? You probably can watch it on League Pass. Is there blackouts? I don't understand the blackout restrictions. That really shouldn't be a thing. But yeah, League Pass or I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know where else. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I have some pretty strong opinions about the blackout restrictions. Or not that strong because I'm not affected by it, but I understand those people that are getting affected by it. It shouldn't be a thing. Anyway, 7-2 start for the Mavericks. That's exactly what they want. They beat the Spurs the other day, 126-119. Here we go, the Nets. Gets it to Ben. Dinwiddie now, the switch. Ben gonna back down Williams. The kick out to the corner for Finney Smith on the catch. That was nearly a wedgie. And another miss for the Nets. I want to see more from Ben, bro. He's got to play a bit of bully ball here. I like we're feeding it to him, but he's got to get it in deeper spaces. Doncic backing down Thomas. That is a great feed to the corner for Williams. That's off. The rebound, Bridges, who needs to get more touches as well. He didn't get many in the first half last game. Bridges to Ben on the kick out. Dinwiddie. Oh my god, we've got another ISO ball matchup. Jesus Christ. They're looking for Ben under the basket, and that was an absolute laser. So much so it went out of play. So another turnover. And the last time I did a Nets game in the preseason, we had 18 turnovers in the first half, which was absolutely cooked. So the Mavericks, top of the key. Finney Smith knocks it away, but they retain possession. Kyrie now, cross court to Doncic. That is a bit of a shit closeout by Ben, and he commits the foul. Change IP with VPN. Yeah, that's another thing you can do. Alrighty. So Doncic will trigger the inbounds. Kyrie, good bit of hesitation, picks up his dribble. Doncic does not shoot the three. The drive now. Cam Thomas with the steal, and now we break out in transition. Thomas, kick out. Dinwiddie on the catch and shoot three. It's a brick. Ben got hands to it, but Bridges gets the offensive board. And now he will face up Kyrie. He needs help. Thomas in the mid-range over the top of Lively, and he scores for 2. I love this team, but it can be hard to watch sometimes. Well, on the offensive end, be prepared, because that's going to be, I feel, a very common trend. Doncic bounce pass to Kyrie. Pass to Lively was too saucy, and then that pass to Jones was also saucy. Williams got rid of Finney-Smith, so they recovered from a couple of dodgy passes quite well there. Thomas the handoff. Bridges the three. Got it over the top. And that's what you can expect to see from Bridges. And that's why we need to get the ball to him more. Good roll by Lively, and the layup off the glass is good, and we're going to have to be better in that regard as well. So, quick offensive set by the Mavericks, but effective nonetheless. Bridges again over the top. He got it again. Over the top. Derek White. Not Derek White, Derek Jones. Derek White. I don't know where I got that name from. Irving on the catch. And that is off. The rebound by Thomas. It was left for him by Bridges, who gets it now. Picked up by Williams. Simmons looking for it under the basket, and Kyrie's playing that defense. They feed it to him now. The kick out to Dinwiddie. And Finney-Smith will relocate. Dinwiddie with 7 to shoot. Drives down the middle. And the dunk! Ah! Nice. Nice. 12-11 Nets. That's our first lead of the game. Doncic, well, that was short-lived. And the Mavericks regain the lead again. 2-point lead for them. That's his third three-pointer of the game. Well, we let Strus off the leash last game. I don't want to see anything similar happening, but it already looks like we're getting traits of that. Bridges' excellent cut down the middle. And an extremely well-timed pass. Very well directed as well, so Bridges could take it in full stride. It is 14 apiece, and we have just hit the halfway point of this first quarter. Doncic, one-on-one with Dorian Finney-Smith. The drive, we've got a foul on the floor again, and Finney-Smith will pick up his first. So, former teammates there. On one end, Dinwiddie. I mean, Irving didn't even bother trying to contest that dunk. Pretty good elevation by Spence. And then on the other end, Luka was fouled by his former teammate in Finney-Smith. So here is Hardaway, who was checked in. So was Josh Green. And those are the only two changes for the Mavericks. So they're staggering Irving and Doncic. Here he is now, Luka. Good defense by Doe. Step back two. Oh, that's a great fake. Cross-court pass to Hardaway. The shot as it expires. As the shot clock expires, should I say. They worked it out in the end. That was pretty good defense by the Nets, but it don't matter if you're conceding 2 points. Bridges, open man. One more. One more to the corner for Royce, who is in the game. And he's replaced Ben, so a little bit more spacing now. Spencer is fouled, and it is a foul on the floor. Spencer is a bit bemused as to why that is not on the shot. All right, so decent enough start. If you are enjoying the stream thus far, make sure to drop a like and subscribe as well. We will be doing all Nets games, or as many as we can. The next one, as you can see, is on your screen right there. We will be playing Charlotte in a few days' time. That'll be also covered on this channel, so make sure to tune in. We've got 7 to shoot. Dinwiddie, one-on-one with Luka. I don't know what's going on here. This is going to be a step-back three. And he knocks it down. Oh, it was not in the playbook, but he... Oh, my God. I don't even understand why he's tried that. Interesting substitute. Lonnie Walker is in the game, who got no minutes last time out. That's a three by Josh Green. That's way too open, but it is also off, and now the Nets can get it out to a 2-possession game with a three. We've got a foul on Luka, and Bridges was trying to bypass him and got pushed along the sideline. So it's going to be Nets ball on the side. So, good thing is we're keeping him out of the interior, which I would sense is a weakness of ours today with no Clax and no Ben on the floor as of the current moment. Bridges one-on-one with Maxi Kleber guarding him over the top. That three rims out, and the Mavericks will push the pace. Luka picked up by Royce. Oh my God. Three is off, and that looked pretty well online. Here's Mikal now. Pass to Dinwiddie, the corner for Lonnie Walker. Over the top, that is a bad miss. Royce tried to chase the rebound up, Got a rebound for the Mavericks. And now Hardaway, 1-on-1. Drive. It's going to be a foul on the gather, and it's going to be an and one opportunity. So that's just, we've done pretty well at containing the interior, but on that occasion, absolutely no resistance. It will be 2 shots or 1 shot due to Hardaway making the shot off the window. So 4 minutes to play. It hasn't been a bad quarter, but I would like to see some more Cam Thomas touches. He is on the bench at the moment. Day'Ron Sharpe is in the game, so are we going to see Harry Giles? Maybe not. Maybe not. So Spencer Dinwiddie going to bring the ball up. So the 5 on the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie, Bridges, Royce, Walker, and Sharpe. Oh, saucy crossover by Bridges, and he scores at the elbow. Dante Exum is in the game, so any Aussies here, you would know a lot about this guy. Hardaway, the turnaround. Oh my god, he's airballed that. That was an awful miss. But it was pretty awful defense by Royce, who wasn't really tracking him quite well. Day'Ron's got the ball in the post. And a strong take. Strong layup. And we're going to get a timeout. That is a classy finish by Day'Ron. And, I mean, you expect that. We expected that last game when, you know, the Cavaliers didn't have Jared Allen and they looked like they had a bit of a hole in their defense. We need to exploit that today, especially with Lively on the bench. They're going to have Maxi Kleber as their 5. And if you are able to get Day'Ron isolated in a switch like they did there with Kyrie on him, then you've got to absolutely feed him as much as you can. So 21-19. We've got a little new audience participation thing. This is the box score, but I've got a little player spotlight here, and it was going to be Cam Johnson, but he decided to not rock up today. Who would you like to see in the player spotlight spot? Already looking better on rebounds this season. We are. Will Lonnie get any minutes, or is there some injury I'm missing? There is no injury. No injuries. For Lonnie, it was just... look, I think there is going to be a place for him today. As we've seen, he's played a couple of minutes already. With Cam Thomas going into the starting lineup, I expect a little bit more of the guard depth to really show. Dennis Smith Jr. had a really good game the other day, so he could be another guy we draw upon, especially if we're having difficulties containing Luka or Kyrie. Dennis Smith is perfect. And look, if we actually go into the box score, you will see, well, Bridges has been awesome. 10 points for him. And for the Mavericks, well, Luka has scored 9. So that could be an option, having Dennis Smith really face guarding him. So I've seen Ben and Day'Ron. Which one are we going? Ben or Day'Ron? Who would you like to see in the player spotlight? I want to see a few more suggestions, and then we can actually make a decision on it. And maybe we'll do that next time out. So 21-19 is a pretty nice lead. I'm pretty happy with this first quarter performance. I think there's going to be a lot of games this season where we're breaking even with the opposition we're playing. We're pretty, like, not well constructed, but as I said, we've got a lot of good players, so we're not going to be pushovers. Yeah. Ben, Sharpe, Day'Ron, Ben, Day'Ron. How many votes we got here? Ben, Day'Ron. Okay, that's 4 Day'Ron votes. So Day'Ron at the next timeout will be the guy. How have we let Kyrie open on a 3 out of their timeout, dude? You got to be a little bit more alert than that. That is pretty poor stuff. I ain't gonna sugarcoat anything. That is a great ball fake by Royce. I don't know why you would pass it up. Lonnie, the drive, and it's a offensive foul. And the charge was enforced by, I believe, Tim Hardaway Jr., who put his body on the line in the paint. I think he's going to cook in the interior tonight. Well, we've got to feed him. because we didn't do that enough. Nearly enough. It was actually Maxi Kleber who was the guy who put himself in harm's way to, well, get that stop for the Mavericks. Here's Kyrie now. Dennis Smith is in the game. Bounce pass behind the back to Kleber. Good closeout. Dayron is there. Off the window, it's off. Offensive rebound, Josh Green. That's off. Please get the board, and we do well there. So I like that little defensive scheme. Why has my game paused? Why has my game paused? We have an issue. Don't understand why it's just shat itself. Not an internet issue. It's just the fact that I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to do a cheeky reload and get the scoreboard back up to date. Here we go. That's better. Is it going to play though? Dude, what is going on? Here we go. 3-pointer for Exum. That's off. So 22-21. Nothing has changed. Just more seconds have elapsed. Dinwiddie. Drive. We're going to do the alley-oop. Dayron nearly got the putback. Here he is chasing it up now. Walker to O'Neal. Top of the key. 3 is off. And a rebound by Kleber. I just want to see Dayron. We need to feed Dayron. Just give him as many touches as possible. Another turnover. Walker pulls up for 3. Top of the key. It's good. Let's go, Lonnie. He has to be my favorite acquisition of the offseason. I called it in my video before the free agency window opened. I wanted him. We got him. Irving, the layup. That's off. Good defense. And unfortunately, we were the final team to get hands on it as the ball trickled out of play. So, force the Kyrie miss. But the Mavericks will have another opportunity at it. Here they are now. Irving over the top of Smith. That is short. The rebound sharp. And please do not try dribble the basketball. Thank you. So Dinwiddie is going to slow the tempo a little bit. Dayron with the high screen. It wasn't really effective. Walker's going to get it back. Dinwiddie the drive. And there is... Well, I didn't know if that was a shot or an alley-oop attempt, because the ball hit the rim and could have probably been classed as a shot, but okay, never mind. It didn't hit the rim. It's going to be a foul on the Mavericks. The Nets are going to get it again. Dayron putting the ball on the floor a little bit. Walker. Shifty move and kicks it back out. We've got to shoot it. 3 to shoot. Walker into the paint. One more. Oh, for fuck's sake. Dayron was in the paint for 3 seconds, and Mavericks are going to get the ball back. We actually did get a shot off in time, but it's a turnover. Irving, Josh Green, the corner for Hardaway, over the top of Royce, and that hits back iron and a rebound for the Nets. So, pretty good defensive quarter. Apart from the start, Dinwiddie one-on-one with Hardaway. That's a foul, and it's going to be shots. It wouldn't have mattered if it was on the floor because we're in the bonus. 2 free throws for Dinwiddie playing against his former side. Obviously, these two teams facilitated a trade that got Kyrie to Dallas and Dorian Finney-Smith and Spencer Dinwiddie to the Brooklyn Nets. So, yeah. Kyrie's garbage, I'm not going to lie. I mean, oh, fucking hell, Dinwiddie. Missed free throw. Spencer's alley-oops are horrendous. I do agree with you, Rudy. Kyrie has been pretty poor in this game. I mean, he's not scoring the basketball at a great efficiency, if at all. So, about 30 seconds to play. It is a 3-point game. Here is Kyrie now. Is he going to go for the 2-for-1? Yes, he is. And he scores high off the window. And it is now down to 1. So Dennis Smith is going to let the ball roll. It exceeds the half-court line. Are we... No, we're just going to hold for 1. No fancy stuff. No 2-for-1 business. We're just going to look for best shot available. Here's Smith on the drive. And off the window, couldn't get the angle. The rebound by the Mavericks, and Exum will push the pace. Here we go. Exum for the dunk. Woo! He got up. So 10 seconds left, and Dennis Smith will give it to Dinwiddie. 6 to shoot. Oh, God, Spence, it's going to be a step-back 3 on the wing, and that is never the shot you want. Come on, dude. But nonetheless, pretty decent first quarter. Why is Claxton wearing a sheet for a shirt? I have no idea. It's 26-25 quarter time. Let me know how you're feeling after that quarter. I don't feel too bad, but I do feel maybe we should have like a 4 or 5 point lead. Bad choices by Dinwiddie in the last minute. Indeed. He needs to get the ball moving a little bit. But first quarter stats, you can see what we're dealing with here. Let me get the Dayron player spotlight sorted. As per popular demand, Dayron Sharp. Okay. Middle that. Dayron currently has how many points? 2 points. 3 rebounds. And he has 1 steal. Okay. That's Dayron's start for the moment. As you can see, that's the box score for us right now. Spencer's taking, well, the most shots for the Nets and probably been the most aggressive. Outside of that, we haven't really had any free throws. I mean, the shooting isn't great. The turnovers need to be toned down. Cam Thomas needs a few more shots because 3 ain't going to cut it. Rebounding's been pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. You would expect something roundabout average or more, you know, given you're playing a pretty undersized Mavericks team. They've got 9 points from Doncic. We've defended Kyrie pretty well. I'm pretty happy with how we've treated him. Both teams have made the same amount of field goals, the same amount of threes, and the Mavericks are only up because of 1 extra made free throw. We're winning the rebound battle by 6, which is good, but the problem is the turnovers. For a team that has this many wings and is this lengthy, we should not have only 1 turnover forced. We have to be, like, we only forced 10 turnovers last game against the Cavaliers. So I want to see more of that. I want to see more. Little game time for Ben. I think Ben will get some extended run this second quarter, hopefully, but the offense did look pretty stagnant with him. I mean, very reminiscent of last year where he brings the ball up with pace, but the minute he reaches the half court, he slows things up. And he's got to be more ferocious and aggressive. Like, he had the size over his matchups in the post and wasn't utilizing that one bit. So the Mavericks have Lively back in to start the second, and we've got Doe at the 5. Doncic nearly lost the ball. And that is great defense by Doe, who interrupted that. Now, Dennis Smith. Doe on the catch. It's good for 3. And I tell you what, Doe in the last few games has been pretty efficient from 3-point land, which is exactly what we expect and need from him. Hardaway responds with a 2-pointer. So 28 apiece, early going second quarter. Royce looking for a handoff. Gets it to Walker. Now Royce, 1-2. Walker, behind the back, step back 3. It's good over Curry. Dude. Lonnie. I didn't know he had that in his bag. Luka now. He's got Lonnie on him as well. Good defensive possession last time. That's a good defensive possession there. Lively under the basket. The layup is good off the glass. And when you have Dorian Finney-Smith guarding you, you've got to exploit the mismatch. And that's what we haven't done enough of. Walker again going downhill. Great kick out. Doe again for 3. It's wide open. And he knocks it down again. Does not disappoint. That's what a player like Lonnie Walker can do. Forces the defense to collapse. That's good help defense by Dennis Smith. Good passing around the perimeter by the Mavericks. The alley-oop to Lively. And he scores for 2 more. Man, I don't know what answers we have for that front court the Mavs are possessing at the moment. Dennis Smith, he's got Hardaway on him. What the fuck? What's this? 3-second violation, potentially, on the Mavericks. So we will have a free throw. But I'm just seeing the replay now, that Lonnie Walker dime. Oh, Lonnie Walker's wrist again. I know that's caused a few issues because he was questionable in one of the preseason games because of that wrist. He's going to go to the bench, but he provided some pretty good minutes in his time on the court. But yeah, seeing that replay, he attracted 3 defenders and was able to get it to the open man. That is just simple, brilliant team basketball. Bridges one-on-one with Lively, gets to his spot in the mid-range and does not get the bounce. Rebound Mavericks. Doncic going to bring it up himself. One-on-one with Finney Smith. That's good defense. And it forces the short miss. Oh, how did the Mavericks end up with this? Doncic the spin. He's been fouled. It's going to be 2 shots. That is frustrating because we forced the miss again. I mean, a tough shot that Luka had to try and make. And, I mean, it was a pretty nifty move to get to his spot and draw the contact, but it shouldn't have even gotten to that in the first place because we nearly had the rebound there. So, JV slapped his sore wrist as he came off. I mean, JV, I feel like he's doing a bit of sabotage. I don't trust him sometimes with this Cam Thomas minute management. Bridges at the elbow again. He's going to shoot over Lively again, and he's going to miss again. Don't like that shot. I do like his taking the shot. I want to see a little bit more aggressiveness. Doncic just blew the layup, and he wanted a foul. He didn't get it. Thomas the other way who forced the miss. He's going to slow things down. Now he's going to drive on Lively, get to the basket and score with the left hand. 37-34. The problem is oh my god, that is outrageous by Hardaway. He made the 3. But, you know, they had a 5-on-4. They could have probably found an easy man or an easy pass to a man wide open cutting to the basket. But they score with the 3 and tie things up. And now Cam Thomas, is he going to cook? Pass to the corner for Smith. Got Curry on him. And it's an offensive foul. Good defense, Curry, who kept him in front. And it is going to be a turnover. So that's pretty well done by Seth, who also was a former net last season. So a lot of crossover here. So 8:30 to play. It is 37 apiece. It's been a really good game. Ben Simmons is back in, who replaces Dennis Smith. Now the switch. Doncic picked up by Cam Thomas. Doncic backs him down. The shot off the window, and he got the bounce. Sort of sat up on the rim, and he got the lucky roll, I would say. So now the net's the other way. Good defense by Curry, who's denying Mikal the ball, but wow. Ben just got rid of Luka, and then the kick out to Finney Smith in the corner, who was shown up against his former side, and the lead is 1. So that's a more aggressive move by Ben I like to see. And Luka trying to draw a foul. That was a terrible miss. And then Cam reads the pass after they saved it. Turnover. Oh my god. Wait, is that a blocking foul or a turn? It has to be an offensive foul. Hardaway has been hit in the nuts. That's got to hurt. He is absolutely in the wars right now. He's not looking too good. He's seen better days. That's well done by Ben though. I mean, this possession that just passed, that's frustrating because we had a nice opportunity on the break, but everyone just collapsed into the paint and no one darted to the corners. So that's where the congestion arose. And now the Mavericks, Curry over the top of Thomas. That is smooth. So smooth that the net didn't even move. So now the Nets through Simmons. Will he back down Luka? He will. He'll kick it out to Doe. 3-pointer. First miss of the game, I believe, from the outside. And Luka just tripped up. And he's a bit slow getting up, but he's okay. We blitz Curry. And it's going to go the other way. It's going to be an offensive foul. Don't really understand what happened there, but I'm going to take it. So the defense has been pretty solid. Offense isn't too bad either, but I mean, it's neck and neck. Both teams have made their shots at the same rate. I mean, we've done a much better job of forcing turnovers this quarter. We said at quarter time that is something we need to be doing with this sort of personnel. Bridges now. Powell is in the game. Cross by Bridges. Didn't lose Powell. That's great defense. And now Thomas going to try Cook here. Step back. Deep 2. It's off. Rebound Luka. Picked up by Ben. Drive. Oh, that is too easy. Mikal just let Derek Jones blow right by, and that is going to be our first time out of the quarter. It's been pretty free-flowing, but let's have a look at the box score, and you can see, well, Dorian Finney-Smith has been really good today. 9 points, 3 threes made. Mikal has scored 11. He's leading the way for the Nets. Dinwiddie with 6. Ben, I would like to see more from him. But that being said, he hasn't really played that many minutes. When he's come on the court, he hasn't been too bad. He's been distributing the ball well. But I just need to see a little bit more assertion. The shots are there. A little more IQ is needed, I do feel. But, you know, that 3-pointer that Doe scored a few possessions ago was because of Ben being really aggressive. Sure, he absolutely flung Luka out of the way and was probably fortunate to not be pinged with an offensive foul, but that meant, you know, the Mavericks defense had to collapse and Doe was wide open. Overall, shooting the ball pretty well, at least from 3-point land. You know, 17 threes attempted, made 8. You know, when Finney-Smith is knocking those threes down, when our wings are knocking the threes down, we're always going to be the beneficiary for it. Lonnie Walker, some great bench minutes as well. And the offensive rebounding's been pretty good. The turnover number is the only thing I'm really that critical of. And Cam Thomas hasn't been his efficient self. I mean, that being said, he's only taken 5 shots. So, you know, obviously a lot of time to turn things around. He is the equal worst, plus minus though. If you get any takeaways from that. For the Mavericks, Lively's been the biggest issue. Well, not really. Luka has been. But he's had a pretty high usage. He's had 10 shots already. And then off the bench, Tim Hardaway with 10. Usually he's either really, really good or really, really bad. And it seems like today we've copped the short end of the stick. Their shooting isn't really that different to ours. They're getting a few more offensive rebounds, though. But yeah, I would say this quarter has really followed the same trend of the first. In terms of the scoring rates, you know, how the pace of the game has gone. It's all very similar. Why did Ben pass up that last fast break? I tell you what, I have no idea. I have no idea. Man's just in a mental battle with himself at the moment. Oh, that's another offensive foul. That is killer. I mean, Royce knocks down the 3 after the foul was obviously committed. Jones is slow to get up. And he is a little bit ginger and worse for wear, but he will continue. That is so frustrating, though. That has to be another one of my pet peeves when We exit the timeout and immediately commit a turnover because it's like a minute of build-up for nothing. Luka, well done by Ben to force pressure on the handoff. Luka still has it though. Gets into the paint, off the window, and it is good. Rattled around the rim, and he scores for 2. So 45-40. 6 or so minutes to play. And I'm a little bit behind in terms of the time. But the next dead ball will get that realigned. Cam Thomas. Well done by Doe, who was pretty aggressive in getting to the basket. He got his own rebound. Royce, cross-court. That was an absolute laser. Got to Bridges. Baseline 2 is short, and the rebound by the Mavericks. So they can get a little bit of separation here. They can make the shot on this possession. Luka. Williams is back in the game. He wasn't really seeing much time, if I'm honest. Luka, cross-court pass, and that just went right through the hands of Grant Williams, and a turnover. So that's probably why the Mavericks haven't really been able to get that space that they really want on the scoreboard. You know, it's either like a couple missed shots strung together, or it's like a turnover here and there. That's why the deficit is only 5. Nets hanging around. Simmons going to look for the cross-court pass. That's a great find to Royce. It's such a terrible shot. I mean, it was the right shot, but the release, oh my god, that was just... Dude, missed it so badly. And now Kyrie at the elbow. That's a great contest by Dinwiddie. And we will settle for those. Cam Thomas. High screen Ben. Cam into the paint. Shoots over Powell. And it's halfway down. It's out. And now Kyrie. Bounce pass. Good cut. Jones. Oh, the acrobatics. Powell somehow got the rebound. And then the ball was lost. And Ben with the steal in transition. Please drive it into the paint, dude. Bodies him up and gets the roll off the window with the hook shot. But dude, Ben, you were going downhill. You pulled up. Why? Bro, you had all the momentum. You could just blow right by Powell. It's always the hard way with Ben Simmons. Kyrie, great drive. Doesn't get the angle. Good defense, Bridges. We've got an advantage on the break, and Cam Thomas lays it up and in. And the game is now sitting at 45-44. Mavericks up 1. Last 4 points to the Nets. And it's been a couple of good defensive possessions. Oh my god, Royce. Are you fucking kidding me? That is rubbish defense. Trying to go under the screen. Never got through it. Williams was open. And the three-pointer was made. So now Cam, picked up by Seth Curry. I back in a three-pointer here. Cam drives. Got right by. And the floater is good. So Cam Thomas is starting to cook. Williams. Hand off to Curry. And an offensive foul to Williams. Good defense, Nets. Disposing of Luka speaks to Ben's developing confidence in his body. Let's hope we see more. He's just got to be more physical. The guy's strong, and he's built. He's built like a brick shithouse. Like, mate, he should be absolutely bypassing every opponent, especially if he's going downhill. He's got pace and strength. That is 2 incredibly valuable assets to have when combined. Dinwiddie on the catch at the elbow. He got it! Oh, that was fluent. It was perfectly in line with the broadcast. So you could see, you know, the trajectory the shot was going on as he let it fly. And there was never any doubt of it missing. Of it being made, should I say. The Mavericks now trailing. Corner for Josh Green. Bit of miscommunication, and it just allowed a runway for that Josh Green layup. So 2:25 to play. 50-49 the score. Lonnie Walker is back in. Royce back to Lonnie. Doncic. Good pass. Dinwiddie in the corner for three. He got it again. And it is Lonnie with the dime. Yet again, drive and kick. Simple basketball. Team basketball. Can't ask for more. That's a terrible pass by Josh Green. Ben gets in the way. It's a 4-on-2. You got to capitalize. Royce. Ball fake. Three. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ben with the rebound. Dinwiddie. Oh, my God. He got it! 3! Let's go! Ben with the offensive board. I mean, we got there in the end. As I said, the Brooklyn way is the hard way. Everything needs to be made complicated and difficult. Like, just then, a 4-on-2 fast break should be an absolute... I mean, it should be a cakewalk to score a bucket from that. Of course, we overuse the basketball and end up with a 3-pointer from a 4-on-2. Then get the offensive board and don't drive it. Nah, let's shoot another 3-pointer. Oh, man. Regardless, we're the beneficiaries, and if we go to the box score, I'd say we've done a very good job of defending the two-pronged attack of Kyrie and Luka. They've only combined for 20, and the efficiency isn't all there. As a team, they're shooting the ball well. The turnovers, this quarter, the Mavericks have had 6 of them. And for the Nets, well, we've only had the 3 turnovers. The shooting's gone up. We've hit 11 threes in this game. The only bone to pick is probably the free throws and the turnover number, but the turnovers have gone down. We've been forcing more. The offensive rebounds, we're at 24 boards now as a team, and we're out rebounding them by 5, out rebounding them by 3 offensive boards as well. And you can see the scoring output very well distributed between Cam Thomas, Mikal, Doe. Spencer Dinwiddie in this quarter has, well, set things alight in the last few minutes. He's got 15 points, leading the way, leading all scorers, alongside Luka Doncic on the other side. And Lonnie Walker off the bench, he's had, you will see 2 assists there. Those 2 assists have been excellent assists, and they've been on the back of driving and kicking. Very simple team basketball, but he's attracted defenders because of that acceleration he possesses and that athleticism. So he's forcing the Mavs defense to collapse. Given they aren't tall, they need more bodies. And we're going to see some open 3-point shooters as a result. And we've benefited strongly from this. So excellent stuff. If you are enjoying this stream, by the way, make sure to drop a like on it. I hope you are. I actually feel like I got a bit of spring in my step with regards to my play-by-play. So I hope you're enjoying it. If you are new, make sure to subscribe as well. We're back. As you can see in the top right of your screen, we'll be back in a couple of days' time. With Nets v Charlotte. The Mavericks have just scored out of the timeout. And it was on the back of a Luka drive, a quick ball fake, and Royce biting, basically. And Luka was able to manipulate that, score for 2 off the window, and 1 opportunity. And the shot is off. Rebound by the Nets. So, good box out. Ben will handle the rock. Who's he going to look for here? Dinwiddie's got the hot hand, but we do have Thomas on the floor as well. Dinwiddie is shut down on his drive to the basket, so we look for another way in. Royce thought about the 3. Gee, that was a saucy pass to Lonnie. Dude, another offensive foul. That is the second one of the game for Lonnie, I think. And that's pretty well done by Grant Williams, planting the feet well before Lonnie got to his spot. And so the Mavericks can tie or cut the lead to 1 for the Nets. Here's Luka, picked up by Cam Thomas. What is going on with the defense there? Good wraparound pass by Green, but he went too far with it. And another turnover. What a dime by Ben Simmons. Perfectly weighted in front of Cam Thomas so he could take a full stride, and he laid it up off the window. We are benefiting strongly from these fast break points. So Luka is going to slow down the tempo. Lonnie Walker rotates across. Maverick drive on the baseline. Lively for two. And the dunk is pretty ferocious. 57-54. Ben leaves it for Cam. 30 seconds left in the quarter. We were going to go the 2-for-1, but sensible rolling it back out and going for something a little bit more suitable. Where's the shot clock gone? The shot clock just went missing. We're doing well at really cooking Luka Doncic on defense. Like, we've identified that, his lateral quickness isn't that ideal. Cam Thomas is going to shoot two at the line. He was fouled. So first free throw made. And if you don't recall, the last time we played the Mavericks at this venue, we lost, I believe, by about 3 points. I think it was 97-94. And it was a close one. And it was when Kyrie and KD both suited up in a Nets uniform. Ben picking up Luka full court. I love to see this intensity. And he's making life incredibly difficult. This is well done. Luka, one-on-one with Ben. Good defense. Oh, that is just... what the hell can you do about that? That is just class. Dinwiddie half-court three. Oh! Shit! Bro! Spencer and half-court heaves at the buzzer. That just goes hand in hand. Nearly made that one. It was just short. Hit the rim. But that is the half. Wow. 59-57. I'm really happy with that first half. I think we forced or made things difficult for the Mavericks, first and foremost. Like the defense, we started forcing turnovers. We were the beneficiaries. All those fast break points, we were strongly benefiting from that. Really capitalizing there. The wings are making their three-pointers, which is always a plus. And Kyrie has been a nobody in this game. Speaking of people returning, Spencer Dinwiddie is leading the way for the Nets in this game, and Dorian Finney-Smith, who also formerly played for the Mavericks, has been pretty strong as well. If we look at the box score, you will see we've got three players in double figures, but we also have one who is absolutely pushing that mark as well. With regards to the minute allocation, I'm pretty happy with what we're running with at the moment. Lonnie Walker minutes off the bench have been very much in the positive. As you can see, a plus-minus of 12 is exactly what you want to see. And, Ben Simmons has been pretty good defensively in this game. 2 steals, 1 block, 4 assists, 5 rebounds. He hasn't really scored the ball much, but he hasn't really taken that many shots either. So if you're not going to shoot him, you got to pass it. And he's been doing a pretty decent job of that. Spencer Dinwiddie has hit 4 threes. Dorian Finney-Smith has done well. The question mark for the second half, is this sustainable? It is sustainable if you can keep forcing these turnovers. Let me go to the Mavericks box score, because I think we get more of a gauge as to how we've been performing if we look at what the Mavericks have been doing. 9 turnovers for us is something I want us to cut down, but for the most part, I think we've been much improved in that regard. 7 offensive rebounds, always good as well. The Mavericks have got 20 from Luka. And look, the 4 threes that he has made, quite a few of them have been contested, and that just comes down to being better, or offense beating defense. Kyrie has been nowhere to be found. He's been pretty unsuccessful with his shot creation, but, for a player of his caliber, you expect it to turn around at some point. Whether that is this game, that remains to be seen. But we've got to stop him, ensure we keep him contained, and Luka is going to be the guy. For the Mavericks, if we can stop Luka, then I have a lot of faith we can win this game. Tim Hardaway's been good off the bench, but they've started to turn the ball over a bit more. They had 7 turnovers in that quarter. Their three-point shooting is pretty good still. Their shooting overall is pretty good. Look, free throws, basically the same amount taken and the same amount made. Three-pointers is the big difference. 11 three-pointers made to 7. Field goals made. The Mavericks have made 1 more, having only taken 1 less. So both teams getting an equal look at it. Rebounding, we've been the better team for it. The turnovers have evened up. So look, I think our defense looks switched on today, but I mean, Luka is going to be the guy that we need to stop. And I don't know what that looks like defensively, because obviously having Kyrie and Luka, if you're going to double Luka, there's probably a chance that you may encounter a wide open Kyrie at some point. So it's really about finding that balance, and probably trying to zone up a little bit. It really depends. You may play 4-on-4 and then have that extra man playing on the weakest shooter, come off his man to try blitz. It could be that sort of dynamic. Voice crack. Do you think we will see more of Dayron in the second? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think he really helps what we've been trying to do defensively in this game. Because Ben is the small ball 5 with the starting unit, but he's been handling the rock on offense. So, it's... I mean, Dayron on offense isn't as much of a focal point. So, I don't know. I think we're just going to probably see more small ball action, because I think we've seen success in that area with the 3-pointers being made. Like, if you think about Dorian Finney-Smith playing the 5, he's hit 3 threes. If you have Dayron on the floor, then the spacing is a little bit meh. And for players like Lonnie Walker coming off the bench, and Cam Thomas potentially playing with the bench unit, it's going to be more difficult to lay it in when you've got Dayron Sharp sitting in the paint, waiting for a handoff. Dayron's defender's going to be in the paint. So, yeah. I think that's probably... Yeah, I reckon that's going to be an indicator of, whether or not Dayron gets run. I don't think he will. Points in the paint, the Mavericks are up 28-18. Only 8 bench points for the Nets. And obviously, last game, I think it was like at 63 or something stupid like that, because Cam Thomas was obviously there, but there were a couple other contributions from Royce, Dennis Smith off the bench. In this game, we haven't really seen any scent of that, primarily because we're delving deeper into our reserves. I don't know why it's gone down to the ads. But like you can see here, like Watford, Giles, and then not much else beyond that. So, I mean, it's not... We've got players we can look to if we needed some more offense, but quite frankly, I think the team we've got here, playing today, is a pretty strong lineup. And look, in this second half, I love how Jacques Vaughan said, we're not going to be playing guys more than 30 minutes. Well, in this game, best believe you're going to see players play more than 30 minutes. I mean, we've seen 6 players play more than 15. So, or 15 and over. So, I think you can expect, to see probably at least 4 of those players exceed 30 minutes. If not 5, if not 6. So I think that's really just because we haven't given too much time. Like, we've really played a 7-man rotation. because you don't really count Dennis Smith's minutes or you don't count Dayron's minutes. But yeah, overall, a pretty good half. Let me know what you're thinking. I'm reading the chat from my phone. What's your starting 5 to close out the game? Or 5 to close out the game? Oh, this is a really tough one. Starting, or not starting. 5 to close out the game. Cam Thomas has to be in there. Mikal's got to be in there. Finney Smith has got to be in there. Dinwiddie's got to be in there. That's 4. And I say it has to be the 5 that we've started with. I think part of the problem with last game was the fact that we overcomplicated the rotation at the back end of the game. You cannot afford to do that in a game like this. I think we've seen our best. Like, there really isn't a player that I think could make a difference from the bench over someone who started. Apart from maybe Lonnie Walker, but who do you take out, you know? So it's a really... I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. I don't think this needs to be complicated one bit. So yeah, that's what we're dealing with. I need to see my fantasy team and see what's going on. And look, I'm gonna hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on my fantasy team here. Right now, really in the mud though, because I've already got 4 injuries and it's the first week. It's the second day, basically, 3rd day. Cunningham, who else? Giannis, Maxey, Adebayo, Banchero, Shaden Sharp, Claxton, Johnson, Tari Eason, and Anthony Simons are all injured. And then I have Jeremy Sohan, Cam Thomas, Walker Kessler, Josh Hart. That's my team. At the moment, it's looking a bit worse for wear, given... Yeah, it's just a little bit of a shambles. Just a little bit of a shambles. Okay, I was a bit confused because my eyes were playing tricks. I thought Chet Holmgren had 95 points, and I was a bit confused when I only saw 13 points and 10 boards. But he has 6 blocks against Cleveland today. That's an insane number. That's a really close game as well, a really entertaining game. We've got a lot of close games going on at the moment. Thunder Cavs, why is nothing updating? Let me just... Okay. So, Thunder Cavaliers, it's 88-87. Knicks Hawks, it's 118-114. Boston Miami, it's 102-98. Toronto Chicago, it's 59-56. And obviously in our game, it's 59-57. No game is separated by more than 5 points. That's crazy. And then Denver beat Memphis by 4. So that's another game by under 4. The only game that's over that mark at the moment is Detroit-Charlotte, which was completed. Detroit won 111-99. Alec Burks off the bench at 24. That's crazy. Bro, the Hornets are going to be trash. Brandon Miller wasn't too bad, but he's coming off the bench. You got to start that guy. I mean, who would have to be dropped? Hayward or Washington? Yeah, I don't think you can drop it, actually. If you are enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like on it as well and subscribe. We will be back for the next game, which is Nets-Hornets. Nets-Hornets. So, we'll be back here from 15 minutes before the start time. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt, no doubt. And there is also a donation button if you want to do that as well. Obviously, Rudy was awfully kind in donating a $5 at the very start of the stream. So, fair bit of, what's the word? Well, I've just completely mind blanked. An act of kindness. Yeah. But you are also very kind for rocking up today. That's always the number one thing. Because obviously, if I'm not talking to anyone, well, it makes the experience less because then you can have a little bit of back and forth. You can have different perspectives and opinions. That is always important. That is always key. I'm just going to take a sip of water because this commentary thing is pretty tough. Damn. So, yeah, that is the deal. Um, Let me know what you think. Yeah, let me know what you think about the new overlay because obviously we've got a new overlay. I think this is my third season of doing this. And it doesn't really matter how many people are in chat. Obviously, I want to grow, but it doesn't really matter as long as we've got people in the chat talking. That's always the main thing. But let me know what you've thought about the quality of the stream today. That is the most important thing. Because any way to improve, obviously, that's what I strive to do. So you've hit the ground running, doing a great job again. That's what we want to hear. The new setup is clean. Yeah. I mean, I was pretty happy with it when I made it. So yeah. I mean, you got to add a little bit of spice. Every year, there's got to be something different. So this season, I mean, we've evolved so far from the very first streams I did. I mean, I don't think I had facial hair at that point, to be quite honest. Yeah, and it was a completely different camera setup. The graphics were so off. I didn't have nearly as many overlays as I have now, with the box score switcher and the I do think I had a box score switcher, but I didn't have a pre-game section. I wasn't looking at quotes. I didn't have the lineups up. But we've all evolved. We've evolved. That's key. You've got to always strive to evolve. If you are enjoying, make sure to show your support more ways than one. Obviously, we want to get this out to as many people as possible. Because I think, not to be arrogant, but I think I do a pretty good job. All right. So, third quarter is underway, ladies and gents. Big second half. If we win, 1-1. If we lose, 0-2. Kyrie the drive and good aggressiveness, and he is off the mark. And the Mavericks are off the mark to start the second half. Kyrie only 5 points in the first half, 2 makes. We've got to make things as difficult for him as possible. Bridges gets by, kick out to Dinwiddie, gets past the closeout. Bridges relocates to the corner and it's off. And you're kidding me. How is that a foul, dude? That's rubbish, mate. That is rubbish. Chasing the ball up. Are you serious? What do you want him to do? So, Luka passes to Kyrie. Already a couple of early touches in this quarter for him. So is he going to be a more central part of their offense? Jones in the corner for 3. That's well off. And then the ball trickles out of play off the Mavericks, so it will be Nets ball. Let's have a look. Finney Smith. Finney Smith literally goes around Jones and he stuck his leg out. That's rubbish. Dreaming with that foul call. Bridges. That's a foul on Jones. So, we've already had a couple, fouls both ways. for both sides to start this third quarter. So Bridges going to inbound it to Ben. And Bridges will get it back here. Shoots over 2 defenders, and that rattles out. Rebound Kyrie, who will bring the ball up. They're going to give it to Luka. That is a deep 3, and it is off. And it was hit by Jones, who got up. Oh, what an alley-oop! Benjamin Simmons gets it done, and Cam Thomas with a dime. Great heads-up play. The lead is back in the hands of the Nets. Irving the drive. Good defense, Bridges. And the Mavericks, no, it's going to be a jump ball. So both players, Lively and Finney-Smith, fighting for the rebound. Good defense by Bridges on the contest as Irving got by his initial defender, which was Cam Thomas. Making things difficult, which I like to see, as Irving is going to get more touches in the quarter. Finney-Smith will look to knock it over his right shoulder to one of Dinwiddie or Simmons. Lively will look to do the same over his left shoulder to Jones or Irving, and the latter is successful. So the Mavericks will go again. Irving, that's a take foul by Cam Thomas. It was a little bit confused by the call, but there was the call there. So it will be Mavericks ball on the side. Luka. Kyrie from the inbounds. Switch. Drive. Shoots over Bridges. And scores on the baseline for 2. That is already the same amount of baskets he made the whole first half in 2 minutes. Dinwiddie for 3. Got it! Falling to the floor. That is 18 for Spencer. And he now leads all scorers. Luka to respond. Oh my god, that was an air ball. And now Finney-Smith gets it to Ben. Take it all the way! Yes, Benny! Yes! There we go. That is something I did not see last season. That's much better from Ben. And then Luka just knocked it off Ben Simmons as we blitzed him as he was falling out of place. So a pretty smart play by the Mavericks point guard. They will go again. Well done, Ben. Kyrie, Williams, Dinwiddie dares him to shoot it, and he was right to do so because he missed it. And now Mikal Bridges. High screen Finney-Smith. Bridges into the paint. Layup is off. Rebound Luka. Well done by Cam to get a hand on it. Kyrie, excellent tap to Derek Jones. That is that is just incredibly smart. Incredibly smart by Kyrie. Barely possessed it. Bridges on the driving kick. Dinwiddie on the catch. The 3 is good. That's another 3-pointer for Spencer Dinwiddie. And we've got a timeout. The ball is zinging around. And the Nets have their largest lead of the game, I do believe. So 69-63. The offense is flowing. And I am very, very happy. I'm like a boy on Christmas. So the tournament games count in the standings? I'm not 100% sure. I think they do. Mate. Good start to this second half. I'm a happy man. Box score watch. Mikal's actually cooled down a significant amount in this third. Well, as the game's worn on, but Spencer Dinwiddie, my guy, has got 6 3-pointers already. 6 3-pointers, dude. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Cam Thomas with 12. Ben has had a pretty strong start to this third quarter. He's scored 4 points as well, equaling the same amount of buckets that he made in the first half, which is awesome. Much like Kyrie on the other side. Really good stuff. Really good stuff. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We've hit 13 threes already in the game. No turnovers to start. Rebound numbers. Mavericks are shooting pretty bang average from 3. And the turnover number, well, it's at 8. So, yeah. But a really good start. Really good start to this third quarter. I'm pretty ecstatic. It's just the ball movement for me. You know, I can guarantee you, once the tempo slows down in this game, we're going to have issues. Because a lot of our success has been off catch and shoot threes. And are we going to get our way in playing with the pace we've been playing with? I mean, as of recently, I don't know. I think it's going to be a lot more difficult. As we saw last game, we fell into the ISO ball habits, and I feel like with the team like this, it's very easy to fall into the trap. Spencer is, well, he's in his bag right now. Like, 6 threes. I mean, he's not really in his bag. He's just making a bunch of threes, but I mean, this is a great performance after he scored, I believe, 5 points in the first game of the season and played 1 minute in the last quarter. I mean, he's got to play nearly all 12 in this quarter, or in this game, should I say. Doncic, drive, skip past to Hardaway. Oh my God, that is a tough shot because he already had the ball ready to be shot at the height you would release it at. He caught it at that height and let it fly in one quick motion and scored. Bridges. Great move into the paint. He scores for 2 with the flip. Good move. Kyrie, 1-on-1 against Bridges. Oh, that is tough. Well done by Bridges, who stayed with him, and Kyrie's scoop was unsuccessful. Thomas the other way. Drive on Luka, and that's going to be a foul. And Luka is finding it incredibly difficult to keep up with these guards that are taking him on the drive. On the last possession, it was Bridges bypassing Luka. On this possession, it was Cam Thomas forcing a foul out of Luka as he did the same thing. So 2 shots for Cam Thomas to get the lead up to 7. That one is good. So the second free throw coming up for Cam. It's good. So a long way to go in this game, but if it goes the way it's currently going, then I think we're very well positioned. Luka drives on Cam, and he hangs, and he scores for 2. That's always going to be a poor matchup. I don't know why Ben is on whoever the hell he's on. I mean, they're playing small ball as well. Bridges gets into the paint, shoots over Kleber, doesn't get the bounce, but it will be 2 more for Mikal Bridges. And in the first half, only the 5 free throws, so you would imagine it was a point of emphasis to get to the line a little bit more and really get some of those Mavericks players into foul trouble. Get some easy points on the board as well. So, free throws coming up here for Mikal. And the first one is good. Around the grounds, the Cavaliers are up on the Thunder with 2 minutes to play. The Celtics are up by a similar amount at the same point in the game by 8 against the Heat. The Rockets are up on the Spurs by 5 in the last quarter as well. Same margin between the Raptors and the Bulls. And then the Knicks beat the Hawks 126-120. Doncic, after Mikal made both free throws, Wise Hardaway open in the corner. That one rims out. Rebound Ben pushes the pace. Half-court pass to Dinwiddie. Pulls up for 3. It's well short. And a rebound for the Mavericks. That's very much a heat check kind of possession by Spencer Dinwiddie. Not what you want to see. Doncic. Oh, what is Dinwiddie doing, mate? That is just a practice shot. Luckily, Josh Green is off. And a rebound for Bridges, who brings the ball up now. 1-on-1, he shoots over Luka. Oh, come on, that was halfway down. Dude. We have an opportunity here to really break away. Drive it. We've been getting success there. Hardaway picks up his dribble. Kleber, good rotation across. Hardaway, good closeout. He weaves through two, though, and the push shot is off. Good defensive play by the Nets. Simmons. Drive it. You have Hardaway on you, and there is no one in the paint. Bridges. Good maneuver. It's off. And the rebound by the Mavericks. Better offensive idea, but Ben's got to take it all the way. He's got Hardaway on him. No interior presence. You've just got to bully ball your way in there. Luka, picked up by Spencer Dinwiddie on the wing. Turns the other way. Ben with the block! No! Just a fraction of a second too late. It's a goaltend. Good rotation across, but... He tried to slap it against the backboard. He probably should have tried to swat it towards the Mavs bench. Here's Ben. Bully ball. Got the layup. Yes! Thank you very much, Ben. Oh, that's a quick response by Kyrie. Oh, that's so annoying. It's way too easy again. Can't be letting your players get ahead that easily. But Ben Simmons, that is what I want to see from you. Probably just fucked up the audio just then, but... That is superb by Ben. That is what he should have done on the previous possession with Hardaway in the matching him up. I think the NBA tourney eventually leads to an America's tournament like the UEFA Champions League. It's an interesting idea. I mean, the NBA is always for the globalization of the game, so potentially. Kyrie's garbage. I don't care this dude starts to disappear always. I would say it comes down to just some good defense by the Nets. I think they've got it fairly right. If you are enjoying, make sure to drop a like and also subscribe as well. We'll be back in a few days. As you can see, top right of your screen, it'll tell you all the details. Granted, there's only a few details, but this is the box score we are looking at right now. Ben enters double figures for the first time this season. He's got 10, 6 and 5. He's got 2 steals. He's also got a block. So he is really doing a little bit of everything in only 21 minutes as well. Dinwiddie leads our scoring with 21. And Mikal Bridges has not been very efficient in the last couple of quarters. I think he's made one of his last 6. That's obviously not ideal by any stretch. Good thing is we've ramped down on the turnovers. 9 of those. I mean, we haven't entered double figures, and we were looking well on track for that before halftime, at quarter time. For the Mavericks, 13 from Hardaway. Kyrie's been a bit inefficient. Doncic, 24. So it's really a 3-pronged attack for Dallas. If you can stop those guys, you're probably good to go. You're all set. So, I mean, you're never going to stop those guys, but you've got to restrict them as much as you can. I think we've done that well with Kyrie, but Luka is going to be the guy that you got to try force it out of their hands. But I think we've done a decent job of forcing him to facilitate a little bit more and force other players to make shots. I mean, we've had quite a bit of an opportunity here to cushion the lead. But we've missed like our last 3 shots, which has been a bit frustrating. The bench has entered the game, and by the bench, I mean the 2 players that got minutes in the first half, really. Dinwiddie misses the mid-range, but Lonnie Walker is back in. Royce is also in. Finney-Smith goes out with... I don't know who else. I forgot. Mikal. Doncic forced into a pass. Williams, ball fake, drive, didn't get the angle. Good defense, Royce. So now we are on the attack. 5-on-4. Dinwiddie, Royce. Oh my god, how did we... Oh, that is well done. Cam Thomas, the dunk! Damn. I thought we screwed up that 5-on-4, but we did well in the end. And Luka responds with a 3. That is just so fucking annoying, dude. Oh, what is that, Ben? That is the shittest pass I've ever seen. Oh, and he missed the mid-range Hardaway. Surely he was out of bounds. What? That is... Oh my god. Well done, Ben, to chase up the board, but that looks so lackluster. Cam Thomas, good drive, and that's the second one in a row for Cam Thomas. And that's smart, because the Dallas defense was not set. And now an offensive foul. Doncic made the 3, but Josh Green committed the offensive foul as Cam was trying to fight over it. Fight through it. Good attack by CT here. Kleber on the outside. Only defensive resistance in the form of Luka Doncic. So a smart play. Cam Thomas is 18 and he's quietly crept up to this mark. He's shooting it incredibly efficiently at 7 for 11. Not the service station. Cam Thomas, 1-on-1 with Kleber. Is he going to cook? Step back 3. I don't like that shot. If it went in, it would be very enjoyable. Ah. Royce did well knocking it away from Josh Green on the drive, so that was step 1, but actually getting the ball back was step 2, and unfortunately we didn't live up to that part of the process. Ben and Cam Thomas to the bench. In comes Mikal, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Dennis Smith Jr. is also in, replacing Dinwiddie. Kleber to Luka. Switch. Sees Finney-Smith picking him up. The 3 is off. The rebound by Royce. Well done. We get it to Dennis Smith. Early offense, potentially. Drive on Kleber. Walking a tightrope. Rolls it back out to Royce. Oh, please don't put the ball on the floor, Royce. Dennis Smith. Pull up 2. Air ball. My God. What are you doing? Do not ever do that again, DSJ. Do not ever do that again. That was absolutely disgusting. If you're telling me a DSJ mid-range with Mikal Bridges on the floor was the best shot you could come up with, boy, are we in trouble. Doncic on the drive. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is a mare of a 2 possessions for Dennis Smith. Hits Luka on the arm with the drive. There was no help defense there. On top of airballing a shot on the other side. Poor shot selection followed by a poor decision to foul, and Luka can convert the and 1, which he does. The game is now currently being decided by 3 points. The way of the Nets. Bridges. High screen. Finney-Smith. Switch. Mikal. Back out to Doe, and now Royce. 1-on-1 with Green. That has to be a trip, dude! What the fuck? That's rubbish, mate. Where is the trip? Granted, I hate Royce putting the ball on the floor, but... Okay, never mind. That's fucking stupid. This is part of the little issue we got here, because we don't have Spence or Ben to command the offense, or Cam Thomas for that matter. Josh Green misses number 1. Who's going to be the guy that facilitates? What is this lineup? Oh my God, he's missed both. And a strong rebound by Royce O'Neal. So 2 or so minutes to play in the third. It's a 3-point game, 81-78. Dennis Smith is going to handle the rock. Can we not have Dennis Smith ISOs, please? Get it to Mikal or Lonnie, who are stuck in the corners. DSJ's going a fucking hook shot. Behind the back, Luka. Kick out. Kleber does not shoot. Luka. Base guarded by Dennis Smith. Turn. Good defense. No way. Where is the foul there? With that one, that was... I thought DSJ did a pretty good job remaining vertical there and holding his ground. But apparently, in the eyes of the officials, they thought differently. And it's going to be 2 shots. I don't really know what else he's supposed to do on that possession there. And he's going to go to the bench. And he gets the first to go. So surely there's a substitution being made. Luka's got 11 this quarter, and honestly, I couldn't tell you he'd scored that amount. He's carrying their ass at the moment. Dinwiddie's back in, and that was a move that absolutely needed to be made because it was going to get out of hand otherwise. Dinwiddie going to bring the ball up with the Nets up 1. The Mavericks on a little 5-0 burst. Here's Lonnie Walker. Gets it back after a 1-2 with Royce. And now Dinwiddie on the wing. He's got Luka on him. Drive it. Drive it. Lonnie, good cut to the basket. Got the... What the fuck? How did he get that angle? That is a crazy, crazy make. Quality athleticism. And now Green down the middle. That's a good drive. Absolutely bodied Dinwiddie. Here's Lonnie Walker again. Oh! Give this guy more minutes. Give this guy more minutes. He has been superb off the bench. Even in preseason, he was good. Got no minutes last game. Come in and made a very big impact in this one. Luka on the drive. Good defense. Doe. Better offense. This guy's unreal, man. How do you stop this guy? Dinwiddie, good defense. Josh Green, Mikal is open for 3. He got it as well. 89 points for the Nets. And the lead's back up to 5. Every time the Mavs score, we have a response. Luka, again, will hold for 1 this time. So a good stop here by the Nets. And we have a chance to reinforce this lead and have a very good lead going into the last. Luka, switch. Lonnie Walker picks him up on the outside, and we have a foul. That's a dumbass foul because they're in the bonus. So we've got 17 or so seconds to play in this third quarter. So 2 shots coming up. I'll take this time to have a sip of water. So a couple of free throws for Doncic. They've accumulated, well, a few free throws at the back end of this third quarter here. Cam Thomas is back in for offense. Was this just a big brain play to get Cam Thomas in the game? I've got no idea. So Dorian Finney-Smith will go to the bench. MVP chants are ringing around the arena. Luka, free throw is off. Get the board, please. Thank you. So this could actually be a big brain play by JV. Or Lonnie Walker. He was totally planning on doing this. Cam Thomas, oh my god. Step back 2 ISO. That is never, ever the shot. And now the Mavericks. Oh no. Oh no. Did they get a fucking foul? Are you fucking serious? Oh, that's gone from being potentially a big brain play to being potentially the worst possible outcome because Because what's happened is Cam Thomas has closed out the shooter in a very rash manner, and he potentially has fouled Hardaway on a deep three-pointer prayer. Oh, he has fouled him 100%. Fuck! Oh my god, why? These three shots could be the dumbest. This could, in a close game. Oh, in a close game, these three shots could prove vital. Why the fuck would you foul? We've conceded 3 shots. Cam Thomas has done an ISO possession. Why couldn't we just have an offensive set and run down the clock so they can't get a shot off? Instead, they've taken it the length of the court, gotten 3 free throws, and can tie the game or get the game margin down to about 1. That is shambolic. If Lonnie Walker didn't foul in the first place, then Cam Thomas is never coming into the game. It could have been genius because Luka only made 1 before. Fucking hell. So 0.2 on the clock. The quarter is not over yet, even though the game clock on this screen would signal otherwise. Fucking hell. So, 3 shots. Hardaway makes 2. Cam Thomas, you owe us 1. At the start of the second half, you must be hitting a 3-pointer. I don't care. Or if you hit a 3-pointer to win us the game, I don't care. But, mate, these 3 shots, or these 3 points could prove incredibly vital. Oh, for fuck's sake. We're going to bring it in. And there's going to be no shot unleashed. So we've gone from having a pretty comfy lead going into the last, potentially 6 or 7 points, talking about an 8 or a 9-point lead, to only having a 1-point lead going into the last. Like, that quarter indicated, I don't think we should have... Well, we were up by 2 at halftime. How have we been outscored this quarter? How have we been outscored? This is nuts. Let's have a look at the box score, man. Luka is carrying them. I repeat, he is carrying them. And Tim Hardaway is doing well off the bench to keep the scoreboard ticking when Luka isn't out there. The free throw number ballooned. They had 10 free throws in the quarter. The turnover number dried up for the Mavericks, which is good for them, not so good for us. You can see in terms of how we're coping. 3-pointers good. Field goal shooting pretty good. The rebounds, we're up 5. The turnover number is dried up. The only problem is the free throws. I mean, they've got 7 more free throws than us. So if there's ever an opportunity to win a game of basketball, probably now, because you're bailing them out. You're bailing them out. And that foul from beyond the 3-point line with 0.2 seconds left by Cam Thomas is the epitome of bailing them out. So, we lose by under 3 points, guys. I have a bone to pick with you, Cam Thomas. All right. Here we go. Are we seriously doing this again? Are we seriously doing this again? We can have another game where we're going to lose by under a point or under 2 points. I don't think you can lose by under a point, mate. We're really going to lose by a single possession again, aren't we? Now, we won some really good games on the road last season. So, look, we're going to need something colossal like that in this game as well, and it's going to require a team defense. You know, Luka Doncic, I mean, he is seriously helping him out. Dinwiddie drive and kick. One more. Cam Thomas gets through. Push shot is good, and that's well worked by the Nets. Great offense. Ball movement, zinging around the perimeter. And we're up by 3 now. Hardaway, well short. Rebound Cam Thomas. Push the pace. Pass it. Lonnie, 3. Go! That was the right idea. Love Cam distributing the ball there. And Lonnie's been on. Powell, fouled by Dorian Finney-Smith. It's going to be 2 shots for Dallas. And it'll be Dwight Powell taking him. But that could have been a huge shot for Lonnie Walker. I'm really happy with that early offense. I'll take those. Lonnie's been switched on in this game, so really happy with that. Dwight Powell, first free throw is good. It's online, and it's back down to 2. If you are enjoying, make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe as well if you are new. We'll be back in a few days' time. And there's also a donation link if you feel like any donations are worthy donations. Dwight Powell makes both, and it is back down to 1, the way we started this last quarter. So the 5 on the floor, Ben has returned. And Dinwiddie is handling the rock. Bounce pass to Ben. He lost the ball. Fast break opportunity for the Mavs. Hardaway drive. Good move. He missed it. Rebound Cam Thomas. Push, push. Euro. And it's a foul. And it's going to count. Cam Thomas. Thank you. I don't think that was a goaltend. That wasn't a goaltend. Oh my god, the refs have sold. The refs have sold, dude. That was a clean block. And it is clear as day on the replay. So Cam Thomas making it up. Making up that absolute mare of a couple of possessions at the back end of the quarter. In the third, Kyrie for 3. It's off. It's badly off as well. And Royce with a strong board. We push the pace again. Lonnie Walker is going to roll it back and give it to Cam Thomas. Behind the back. Gets through. Runner. Got it. Let's go. Couple of early baskets in the start of the last quarter to make up for those mares. And that's a great roll by Dwight Powell. Good feed by Kyrie. We're pushing the pace again. Walker into the paint. No foul. Good defense, Kyrie. And now the other way. Hardaway to the corner for Williams. And he's forced into a pass back out to Hardaway. The 3 over Ben. That's short, and the rebound by Walker. Ben to Royce. Down the middle. Layup. It's off again. Oh my god. Hardaway has tipped it in. He knocked it in himself. He's playing for the opposition. Lead up to half a dozen. And Kleber gets ready to check in at the scorer's table. Kyrie, good defense. That's a great find, though, to Hardaway. And that is shooting practice. 3-pointer. And there's not really much you can do about that because I think, well, it takes a special pass to find Hardaway when you're not even looking at him and you've got 2 defenders on you. Yet Kyrie Irving found a way to make that happen. I'm confused why Sharp only is 3 minutes. I don't think we need him. I don't think we need him. For the plays the Mavericks have got in Dwight Powell and Maxi Kleber, I don't think we need Dayron. I think we've done pretty well over the course of the game. Ben Simmons has done pretty good as the small ball 5. Anyway, it's 98-95. we'll go to the box score because why not? That's what we're dealing with. Cam Thomas with another 20 piece. He's got 25 in the game. So a pretty strong game. 7 rebounds is an underrated part of his game today. I think he's been really strong in grabbing those boards. And that's really important because, as I said, last season we were rubbish in terms of rebounding percentages. But today we've looked pretty good in that regard. The three-point shooting's looking pretty positive as well. I would like to see probably maybe 18 or 19 threes by the end of the game, at least. That's a bare minimum. And Ben Simmons has been pretty good today. 10 points, 7 boards, 6 assists. So not too bad from him. But it's going to be... This is going to be a really close game. I can already sense it, man. Hardaway is literally... It's literally Luka or Hardaway. It's not even Kyrie at this point. That's not even a discussion at the moment. It very well could be, as we close in on the late game and you back a player like Kyrie Irving to, step up when required, but I hate this shit. I hate this. I hate the tension. Why does Spencer always play good against former teams? That is a great thing to point out as well because, well, Spencer Dinwiddie, I remember, was it last year? Where he hit the game winner? Yeah. I think he hit the game winner against the Nets at the Barclays Center as a Maverick. I wouldn't totally say it's out of the question for him to do something like that again. Here we go, though. 9:30 to play. 98-95. Here we go. Cam Thomas, Dinwiddie, Lonnie Walker, Royce, and Ben, the 5 on the floor. That was just bloody aggressive. Irving absolutely thrust Ben Simmons to the ground like it was a battering ram. Bro, look, what the fuck was that by Kyrie? Bro, that was so unnecessary. You can make a case for it being more than a common foul. Yeah, they're not going to get their way. That was a little bit extra, though, by Kyrie. So, Ben will give it to Cam Thomas. The high screen, the three-pointer. It's good! Cameron Thomas! I don't know if that's his full name. Or if it's just Cam. I don't give a shit. It's just like saying Benjamin Simmons. Timothy Hardaway. Hardaway weaves through, pass to Powell on the cut, and the 2 is good. Well worked by the Mavericks. Ben pushes the pace to Walker, back out to Royce. Now Ben leaves it for Walker. The 3 is good! We can't miss from the outside. And it's Ben with the handoff and the quick screen to follow that is proving effective. Josh Green. Drive on Walker. Ben with the block. I'll do the Joe Harris celebration. The white boy celebration. What's going on? Ben Simmons is pinged with a foul. I have no idea what the context is behind that call. We have a 7-point lead. We have not had a double-digit lead in the entirety of this game. Kyrie, drive. What? No fucking way. He's taken the ball off him and they've blown the whistle. That is rubbish, mate. What are you talking about? Dude! Surely you challenge that shit. Look, Kyrie was in the upward motion, but the ball was snatched off him as he went up. So, oh, that is fucking annoying. Again, the bailout. That was so well done by Royce. He did smother him a little bit. Just a little bit. Kyrie has been hella inefficient. 5 of 15. I believe these are his second and third free throws of the night. He makes both. It's a Dinwiddie. Ice Cream Royce. Switch. Kleber on him now. Please no ISO ball. Dinwiddie drive. Pull up 2. Got it! Smart. Smart. And now Kyrie. Cross. Gonna back down Spencer Dinwiddie. 2 is good as well. So both teams now have exceeded 100. We've got a long way to go in this one. No fucking shot. Offensive foul. Dinwiddie pinged with a push-off. Oh, shit. That can be questionable. I mean, it's pretty borderline. Can call it. Some wouldn't. Kyrie nearly got it to go, and there's another foul on Spencer Dinwiddie. And this time on the defensive side. Bro, Spence, please don't get teed up. Please don't argue the point longer than you should. JV's looking for a little bit of an explanation there. It's going to be 2 more shots for Kyrie. It's not going to change the decision. But obviously, as a coach, you want a little bit of clarity. So, 2 shots for Kyrie again. And that swish rings around the arena. So the Mavericks are just beefing up this free throw total in the second half, man. Okay. I'm going to get a little bit more emotional as this game wears on. Going to get upset with some more calls. Usually when the game is less at stake, you can be a little bit more measured, but my fan cap is really going to come on here, I think. Dinwiddie to Bridges. Lost the ball, got it back. Drive. Oh my god, the help defense is nuts. Ben nearly. Oh my god, how did Ben end up with it? And we're going to have a shot clock issue here. Because... well, the Nets have recovered the ball. Ben Simmons, I think, was trying to throw it off Kyrie Irving so they could reset, but it ended up in the hands of Lonnie Walker anyway, so we were okay. Ben fakes the handoff to Spencer, gives it to Lonnie instead. The mid-range is short, the rebound by Kyrie, and the Mavericks can tie or cut it to 1. Kyrie bounce past Kleber. Back to Kyrie now. Switch. Ben picks him up. Kyrie going to drive. He's going to cook. Oh, great defense, Ben. Forces the kick out. Kleber got by. And the layup is off, but the tip in is in by Dwight Powell. How is Royce getting bypassed by Maxi Kleber, dude? So we're about to exceed the halfway point of the last. Oh, you are kidding me. Another fucking turnover. Can you please send Royce O'Neal to the bench? That is a... bro, they are just... the referees are just, I mean, making it a bit about themselves. I mean, some of the calls are there, but, mate, some of the calls... What Where are you summoning these calls from? This is the box score. Kyrie is starting to, keep the scoreboard ticking a little bit. Superstar call bullshit. Tell Dinwiddie to shut up and play. This is a Dinwiddie issue that... Oh, voice crack. This is a Dinwiddie issue that stretches back probably 5 years, I would say. We're really about to do this again, ladies and gents. I thought when we had a 7-point lead, the things were... Well, the grass was looking a bit greener, but not today. Mavericks getting more free throws. Their shooting really hasn't ballooned in any way. The rebounding number's fine. The only number that is starting to become a little bit of a concern is the turnover number. 14 turnovers. And the fouls. 25 personal fouls. If we compare that to the Mavericks, 9 turnovers, 13 personal fouls. So they have half the fouls, and that's leading to us having half the amount of free throws. We look at who's delivered for the Nets. You can see Cam Thomas is leading the way, but Spencer's got 23 as well, and Mikal is pushing 20. How Royce O'Neal has gotten this many minutes, I mean, that's just criminal. I mean, I know he's the probably go-to bench wing with the lack of depth we've got here, but he has done nothing to warrant 29 minutes. That's less than Doe. And that's 1 minute less than Cam Thomas, and that's also less minutes than Ben Simmons. Oh, I do not want to see Royce play another minute in this game. He's done nothing offensively. Ben close to his first triple-double. I did not notice that, actually. I was looking more at the minutes allocations. Of course he's on the floor. Why does this guy love Royce O'Neal so much? So, the 5 on the floor right now for the Nets as we resume play is Bridges, Dinwiddie, Simmons, Finney-Smith, O'Neal. Oh my god, it's an open 3. What the fuck was that? The Mavericks have the lead. And I don't even think... Is Doncic back on the floor? Yeah, he's back on. We had time to capitalize there. Dinwiddie. Corner to Royce. Drive by Royce. Finney-Smith. Back to Bridges. Good defense, Mavericks. No way through for the Nets. And now Bridges the drive and kick. Royce in the corner. Got it up. Oh my god! Quick trigger. And I've been bagging Royce for the last 5 minutes. And then he can't make catch and shoot threes when he's wide open. And he hits that. Kyrie, great defense. Dinwiddie, rebound by O'Neal. And he's redeeming himself here. But where's Cam Thomas? Where is Cam Thomas? Royce, oh my god, heat check. Why would you shoot that? Cam Thomas needs to get on. Hardaway airballs a floater. Good defense, Royce. Where is Cam Thomas? Finney-Smith is open top of the key. And that's off. Bro, get him in. 5 minutes to play. Cam Thomas time. Cam Thomas time. Where is he? Doncic. Switch. Corner for Williams. And the 3 is off. The rebound by Ben. I want to see Cam Thomas at the scorer's table in the next minute. Ben is going to back down Kyrie. We've got a foul off the ball, and Williams claims that Mikal is selling it. We're going to get a foul from the side, or an inbounds from the side. So they're going with Royce O'Neal over Cam Thomas in the closing minutes. Cam Thomas is 11 of 17. He has not been on the court for basically the entire last quarter. Although, I think he's back in. Yep, he's back in. So Ben will give it to Mikal. We have the starting 5 on the floor for the Nets now. Mikal, switch, got Luka on him, through the legs, goes the other way, lost the ball, turnover. ISO ball ain't it. Gotta move it. Now Josh Green will give it to Luka. At the logo, the switch, Cam Thomas will now have to guard Luka Doncic. We're going to have to help him out here. Good defense, though. Josh Green open in the corner. Blocked by Ben on the closeout. Crazy stuff. Inhumane, some would say. Can we please move the ball? Enough of this ISO shit. Oh, that is a very ropes pass. Dinwiddie to the corner for Finney Smith. He's open. He got it. And we've got a timeout. And I tell you what, the Mavericks nearly executed that defensive play to perfection. There was no way through for Mikal. Mikal was forced into a lofty pass, and the Mavericks got across, got a hand to it. But if you're going to overcommit or commit to a steal, there's going to be an opening somewhere. And luckily for the Nets, we were able to find that open man and retain possession of the ball. It was Spencer Dinwiddie with the vital tap, and he was able to drive, whip it out to Dorian Finney-Smith open, and he did not disappoint. So a 112-108 lead, 3:30 to play. But I'm not going to be persuaded that we're going to win this game until the final buzzer goes off. That's a huge 3 by Doe. And that is his 4th 3 made of the game. It's the 5th time he's done that. And in the previous 4 meetings, we've gone 3-1. So history would suggest Dorian Finney-Smith makes his 3s, the Nets are winning a game. So here we go. 3:30 to play. 112-108. The Mavericks use one of their final 3 timeouts. Oh my god, are you fucking serious? What is Royce doing back in the game? Cam on the bench. We did this last game. Oh, that is a rubbish foul. Are you fucking serious? As far as I'm concerned, that's just strong defensive intensity. Oh, never mind. Ben reached in from over the side. From over the left shoulder. I think you just have to cover him. I don't think you go for a steal. You just have to... You have to face guard him. You have to face guard him. It's as simple as that. Thomas is going to come back in. Royce O'Neal is going to come off. No. Thomas in for Ben Simmons. Why? As far as I'm concerned, he should not be going to the bench. Free throws made by Luka. It's 112-1-10. Here we go. Dinwiddie. Royce. Oh my god, Hardaway's too busy. What is he doing? Royce hits a 3. Hardaway was too busy working things out with the defense. That's what early offense does. You're not set. You're still sorting shit out. Oh no, Luka responds. Yes, sir. For fuck's sake, every time... You needed Ben in the game for this. I mean, you're not going to get 3s from Ben Simmons like Royce would, but... Or can provide. Oh, shit. Dinwiddie ISO on Luka. Pass to Royce. Ball fake. He goes again. He got it again! Ice in your veins, Royce! Oh my god. Every excuse for me to talk shit about Royce, but every time I've done that, he's responded. And now, Bridges covering Luka. That's a lost ball. That has... Oh, I would review that, to be honest. Hardaway's just lost the ball going up. Bro, Hardaway is a clown, man. Man was just had his back turned to the play and gave away a 3-pointer. Oh, that is clownish. Royce O'Neal, though, he's making some big-time threes. The ball's inbounded with 2 minutes to play. It's a 5-point game. Kyrie, switch. Luka shoots over Dinwiddie. He got it again, man. What the fuck? Every time it looks like we're going to break clear. Simmons is back in. Royce is still in. Cam Thomas is out. Dinwiddie is blitzed. Can someone help him out, for God's sake? Ben? Oh, great cross-court pass. Royce again! Oh my God, he dropped him! Oh my fucking God. Are you serious? Shot clock expired. Royce O'Neal had Josh Green kissing grass. Man had his legs taken out from underneath, but Royce never actually regained the dribble after the sidestep, and now the Mavericks can take the lead with 1:30 to play. This would be poetic, wouldn't it? Here we go. Luka one-on-one. He's got Bridges on him. Good defense. Mikal, step back three. Oh my fucking God. What the fuck? How is he doing this? That is cooked, man. Where's the foul? Oh, dude. I mean, the defense could not be... Oh, mate. Mate, I have actually had it with these referees. I've had it. Mate, what the fuck are you talking about, ref? Where's the foul? Just a random-ass foul being called out of nowhere. We're getting punished for playing defense. So it's going to be 2 shots for Josh Green. I'm pretty sure he missed 2 earlier in the game. I am having a bit of a sook. But you know what? This is the emotion really coming out. They've missed free throw 1. Let's have a look. Are you for real? That is, I can't even, I have no words for that referee call. If I speak, I will be in trouble. If I speak, I will be in trouble. Oh, shit. 1:06 left. 66 seconds to play. Josh Green makes the second, so he splits the pair. It's a 2-point game. It would be such justice, jam on toast, if we could get the game done. Cam Thomas one-on-one with Josh Green. Oh my God, step back 2. He got it! Oh! Tied up. 40 seconds to play. I beg you don't concede a basket. Luka has it. Deny the ball. Deny it. Good Royce. Ah, nearly the steal. Luka still has it. Lost it, got it back. He still has it. Please, shot clock. Oh, you're kidding. No way. You're fucking joking. You're joking. Oh my. Mate, that has to be the dumbest. You cannot write this. He has banked it in with 2 defenders on him from the wing. With the shot clock expiring. Are you fucking... Dude. There is just... You... Okay, hang on. Let's just go to the box score. I'm losing my mind here. Oh my God, how many points does this guy have? Oh, fuck off, mate. How does he have this? Mate. Mate. He had Dorian Finney-Smith face guarding him. He's thrown up a fucking Kareem hook shot from the wing and it's gone in off the glass. You cannot make this up. Dude. I cannot believe this. You could not. Bro, this is when you know, like, there's zero answer for that. You can't play better defense. We nearly got the steal like twice. Face guarded Luka. Literally nothing you could do. We anticipated the play perfectly as well. The shot had no business going down, and it's somehow gone in. Now we have to hit a three with 24 seconds to play. We've got Dinwiddie, Cam Thomas, Royce O'Neal. I believe Finney Smith and Bridges, they're off frame at the moment. Here's Cam Thomas. High screen set. And we have a foul at the 19-second mark. That's the foul to give. Oh, far out. How do they have the lead? Here we go. Get it in. Get it in. Cam Thomas is the ball. Step back three. It's off. Rebound Mavericks. I cannot believe this. Oh my God. This is gonna happen every game, isn't it? Every game. Good enough to be in the game, not good enough to win the game. Quite frankly, there is not one player in the NBA who could make that shot if they tried 100 times. If Luka tried that shot 100 times over, he would make it once. The one time he would make it is against us. And you know what? Actually, it would be 2 times out of 100. It would happen again against the Nets when they go to the Barclays Center. Like, fuck off. Seriously. Game should have been tied up. And now it's a 5-point lead. We are done for here. We've got a timeout. We've got to score. Dinwiddie 3. Fading. It's off. And it's out of play. With 4 seconds to go. And, well, we've got 4 seconds to do something. Luka has gone into the crowd, nearly spilt drinks, absolutely bodied a female who got sent into the second row. I can't believe he's made... How did he make that shot? I'm still living in that moment. How has he made that shot? I thought, surely, we've got it covered. There's absolutely no way a guy makes this. Like, dude, he's not even looking at the basket, and he shot a right-handed hook shot, and he banked it in. You had to get the perfect angle. You had to get the angle. You had to actually get it over the outstretched arm of Finney Smith, who is literally in his grill. There's literally nothing you could have done about that. And we had 3 under the basket to 2. It is... You cannot write this. You cannot write this. It's fucked. It's cooked. Oh, far out. Even if it hit the rim, we could have probably gotten the rebound. And look, usually those kinds of shots would not even hit. They wouldn't even hit the fucking rim. So we would have gotten a backcourt violation in our favor. I am in awe, ladies and gentlemen. What we are witnessing, dude. It's actually comedic. I'm in awe. I'm in awe, man. Did Luka miss any shots? I actively think if he tried to miss, he would still make the shot. Brother. Oh, I think Dallas. So Dallas challenged to see who it went out on. They lost the challenge, so we retain the challenge. 5 seconds left. Derek Lively is manning the inbounder, which is Royce. If we score a 3, anything can happen. But we've got to get the ball inbounded. We've got 5 seconds. Get it in. Get it in. There it is. Bridges. It's off. And that was always going to be an issue from that spot. They win. Oh, for fuck's sake. How? And to think, right? What happened on 3/4 time? Cam Thomas fouled and gave away 3 shots. If Luka even made that prayer of a 3-pointer, it would have tied the game and not given him a 3-point lead. So you look back on those moments and you're like, well, we would have been a lot more beneficial if we didn't give away those three free throws. We did so much right today, just like the Cleveland game. However, sometimes shit happens, and honestly, I mean, there was literally no way you could have stopped that 3-pointer. That was the best defensive stop we could have mustered up. And it still went their way. As I said, with those fouls that were being called in their favor, I said we were getting punished for playing defense. That play right there, which got the Mavericks the win off the hands of Luka, is the embodiment of getting punished for playing defense. Because, man, we couldn't have done that much better. Luka carried their ass. He scored 49 points. And obviously, without him, they are going absolutely nowhere. They scored 37 in the last quarter. We were up. We had them exactly where we wanted them and still ended up losing. Only 9 turnovers for the Mavericks, so that is probably an area I want to see improvement from in the next couple of games. We've only forced 19 over 2 games. You can see their shooting wasn't all that great. Their 3-point numbers went up because Luka decided to hit 3 of the most bullshit 3-pointers I've ever seen. He was absolutely cooking. So, like, there's nothing more you can say. We hit 21 3-pointers. In any other game, you're winning. 21 3-pointers is no joke. We had 10 offensive boards, out-rebounded them by 7. The only problem was maybe the turnovers, where we had 6 more, but the biggest issue was the amount of fouls we gave away in the second half. They only had about 6 going into halftime. They had 20 to close out in the second half, which was ultimately decisive. Ben Simmons had a near triple-double with 10, 10, and 8. I think he was good. Dinwiddie hit 6 threes. Cam Thomas, 30 points for him, so a great showing. Lonnie Walker off the bench was solid, and Royce O'Neal hit some big threes down the stretch and had 10 rebounds as well. So a couple of double-doubles in there, but it all counts for jack shit if you can't win. That being said, 7 scorers in double figures. We needed a team performance to win this game, and I think, 120 points. That is a great performance offensively when you're missing Clax and Cam Johnson. The problem is the defense, though. 125 points shipped off. I mean, a large portion of that was Luka, but still, it's 125 points nonetheless. And if Luka is taking 25 shots and scoring 16, is your defense doing enough? I think we did well on Kyrie Irving, though. That being said, I think we covered him very well. There were just a few little moments which contributed to our undoing. And man, another comeback win. Another game where we've coughed up the lead, and we haven't had the time to recover. We had the lead for probably most of the game, like from the second quarter onwards. I think we had the lead the whole way, except for when Luka Doncic hits The most bullshit 3 I think I've ever seen in my life. Seriously thought the Nets are looking okay for the year if they play this way all year. 100%. We're going to be in a lot of games. Also, I didn't get to acknowledge this because of the sheer ridiculousness of the game. Toku Tom, thank you for the $10 donation. That's awesome to see as well. But yeah, we're going to be okay. There's going to be a lot of games like this. There's going to be a lot of heart stoppers. I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm not ready for it, you know? So it's going to be interesting. But only second game in, both very close endings. I'll take that. As I said, it comes down to one thing. Luka Doncic being absolutely ridiculous at his job. What was this game, honestly? I don't know. I couldn't explain it to anyone. Anyone, really. Hate to lose, but great to be back. Appreciate the channel and the passion. Well, that's what being a fan is, really. 0-8, 0-82 season. Well, it's not out of the question yet. But we do have the Charlotte Hornets next. And that, I mean, if there's ever an opportunity to win a game, the Charlotte Hornets, I mean, that is delivered on a platter. You have to win that game. That being said, they won their first game of the year, so they have a better record than us going into game 3. So I'm watching on League Pass, but still watched you as well. Nicely called. I mean, it was just hectic as the emotion took over in the end, but it was... I mean, how could you not get excited? It was the most fucking ridiculous shot I've ever seen. That's going to do it from me. I just need some time to regroup. Thanks for tuning in and, well, experiencing this absolute roller coaster of emotions during this game, because that's all it was. I mean, it couldn't be classed as anything else. That being said, I'm done here. Hope you enjoyed. Obviously, it's a loss. On your way out, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, but also drop a like if you haven't done that either. I'm losing my voice now. But yeah, we will see you soon. And yeah, stay safe. Have a good one. Whew.